Hello, my name is Doug Ayers, and today we're going to talk about advanced lead conversion with Process Builder. Specifically, how can we arbitrarily choose the record types to be used for the converted accounts, contacts, and opportunities? Salesforce traditionally will use the default assigned record type of the current user's profile when it creates the account, contact, and opportunity. This might not be what you want, particularly if you are using multiple record types in your org. So how can we influence the lead conversion process to use our desired record types instead of just the default assigned one to the profile? With Process Builder, we can. We can evaluate criteria on the lead during conversion and then assign our desired record types. So let's get started. In Process Builder, we'll create a new process on the lead. We'll update record types on lead conversion. And this will set the record type of the account, contact, and opportunity. Add our object. We'll pick lead. And we want this to run when the record is created or edited so we can detect when it's becoming converted. The next step, we're going to create 3 criteria. One that's going to check to see if the converted account ID has been populated, another criteria to see if the converted contact ID has been populated, and a third one to see if the converted opportunity ID has been populated. Why we do this in separate criteria to run separate update actions is to make sure that we don't try to update the related account, contact, or opportunity lookup field if in fact that value is blank. If the lookup field is null, then Process Builder is going to throw an ugly error when we try to apply updates to the non-existent record. So this is a defensive way of building out our process. So let's create the first criteria. We're going to check, is account converted? And we're going to check 2 fields. One, has the lead become converted? Converted field is true. And secondly, is the converted account ID field not blank? Now make sure to pick the option without the chevron, this second one. And we'll say, is null, false. Awesome. Now, a side note, down here under the advanced section, if you click that to expand it, do we only want to execute these actions when the specified changes are made to the record? Normally, converted leads cannot be edited. However, there is a small edge case where a certain administrator with the right permissions can go in and make changes to converted leads. So, to make sure our process doesn't run a second time in that edge case scenario, we'll go ahead and check this box to make sure we're only going to try and update the record type the very first time the lead becomes converted and that converted account ID is populated. We'll click Save, and then we'll set up our immediate action here. That action will be to update that converted account record type. Set account record type. We're going to choose a record related to the lead, and that's going to be the converted account. Again, choose the option without the chevron. And then there's one field we want to set, the record type. And then I need to specify which record type ID to use. If I go over to my other page, I do have a record type in the system. I want to use type A. And I'll grab the ID from the URL. And then I'll come back into Process Builder, and I'll paste the value here. Additionally, we could do other advanced field mappings during conversion right here. I could add more rows and assign any other field updates to this newly converted account. much more functionality and flexibility here than you do have in the standard lead conversion field mappings. So feel free to play around with this step as well. Click Save. And we've got our first logic branch for the converted account. Next, we need to set up one for our converted contact. Say is contact converted? Again, two conditions here. We're going to check to see if the lead is converted. Converted is true. And the converted contact ID field is populated. Converted contact ID, choose is null, false. And again, expand the advanced section and check that box, just in case the converted lead were ever to be updated. Next, we need to set up our action here to update the contact record type. Choose Update Records. Set contact record type. We're going to choose a record related to the lead, the converted contact. Again, choose the option without the chevron. And then we'll choose our record type field. And I need to go find my contact record type that I want to use. Come over to the contact record types, drill into the one I want, grab the ID from the URL, come back to Process Builder, paste that ID. Just like we could do with the converted account, if there's any other advanced field mappings that we want to apply here, just add some more rows and you can update that converted contact. Click Save. And our last branch will be to check to see if an opportunity is being converted as well. Is opportunity converted? We'll have two checks here, just like we've done before. See if the converted lead is true. Value Boolean true. And is that converted opportunity ID populated? We'll check for is null, false. Just like before, click expand the advanced section, check the box, click Save. And then we'll set up our immediate action to update the opportunities record type. Select a record related to the lead, converted opportunity, choose the option without the chevron. And then we'll set our record type field. Now I need to go pick which record type I want. In my org, I have two record types for an opportunity. It could be an order, it could be a quote. We'll choose quote for this example. Grab that ID out of the URL, come back to Process Builder, paste the ID, and then click Save. There we've got our three branches. However, how Process Builder is currently configured, the first criteria that evaluates the true will stop the flow, and the other ones won't get evaluated. What I do want is that for each branch to be evaluated each time the lead is being converted. So we need to change the stop option to evaluate the next criteria. And we'll do that both for the is account converted path and for the is contact converted path. This way, when a lead becomes converted, each of these sections will be evaluated in turn. And if they're true, they'll come over and update the appropriate record type for the related account, contact, or opportunity. Now activate your process and go convert some leads and see your results. Hope you enjoy.